Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got an area that I'm going to use the Kioti CS2520 to mow, and I'm going to be blowing some leaves kind of down over the hill, but also it hasn't been mowed for a while, and I've had some trees and stuff piled in there, and then it's also really steep for the zero turn. So now that I have the Kioti CS2520, then I can mow those places a lot easier. And before I would kind of dread getting in those places because it had to be, you know, nice and dry, which we haven't really had a lot of problem with that. But I've had the tree piled in the way recently. But that's one thing that you really had to watch. If you mow late in the evening and it was wet, or if you were mowing around the rain, then that zero turn would tend to slide pretty easy in places like this. So having this little four-wheel drive tractor really makes it mowing places like that a whole lot easier. So this little section right here is pretty sideways. As you can see, out in here, most of the grass is already laid down because I actually, you know, had a tree and stuff in here, and I pushed that stuff over the hill, the tree limbs and debris. But I do want to get this section kind of cleaned up and kind of down into my trail. And then of course this section up here is kind of just died out on its own, but it's still kind of sticking up and not very even, so I'm going to mow it. But like I was saying, it's pretty steep in through here, and it proved to be pretty difficult on the zero turn. So I've got to say our little Kioti CS2520 really made short work of that. You know, I actually enjoy mowing those places now because you don't have to fight with the mower in order to stay on those slopes. You can mow it any direction. You can go up or down, side to side, it doesn't matter. It actually, you know, feels comfortable, it feels stable, and I do have my rear tires filled with fluid. On those steep slopes, it definitely makes it a lot more stable feeling than whenever it did not have the fluid in the tires. So with that in mind, you know, like I say, it is slower than a zero turn, but everything is just more stable about it and more controllable on a hill than what the zero turn was. But you sacrifice a little bit for speed. So the zero turn was faster, but again, it actually had a 54-inch cut on it, whereas this Kioti has a 60-inch cut. So that gains you a little bit there compared to what I had in the Kubota Z421. The Z421 had a suspension seat on it, which did make it ride smoother there, but the machine itself was a rougher ride than what the Kioti is. So for me, as of right now anyways, my thoughts on this, you know, I actually like the tractor better because of the controllability and kind of more of just the comfort, and you can just ride, and you know, it's got the handholds on each side too, and once you get on a hill, then you've got something to hang on to, and it just feels more controllable and more stable in all these off-camber situations that we have around our property. Our little Kioti really is, I believe it was kind of like the missing link to our tractors around here, because the Kioti is going to do a lot of different things, and I have done a lot of projects with it so far and dug up tree stumps and dug fence post holes actually, and then, you know, mowing and using the front loader. Like, there's just been a whole lot of projects that it has been able to do. So thanks for checking out the video today. If you enjoyed it, I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. Also, share this with any of your Kioti friends. And until next time, keep it outdoors, and we'll see you on the next one.